Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Spider here, and today we're going to be getting the platinum for Spider-Man 2, meaning I had to fight bosses like Lizard, Kraven, and especially Venom. Now Venom would be the hardest one because he had to take all 19 inches in me. Whoa, you can't say that type of stuff or show it. You know we have a channel, right? Like this is way out of line. I didn't know. Give me one more chance, please, I won't mess it up this time, I won't mess it up. Fine, I'm gonna regret this, but you have one chance. Don't mess it up. Okay, so my bad on that. We're not gonna be taking 19 inches of Venom. Instead, we're gonna be taking 19 inches of his big, fat, girthy, sloppy Hey, what did I just tell you? Sorry about that. I'll be taking over now. So the way we're gonna be getting this platinum trophy has been separated into 3 parts. Part 1, complete the story. Part 2, complete the game to 100%, which means getting side missions, bases, and all collectibles in the map. Part 3, the final part, is to complete the game on New Game Plus, and both of these playthroughs will be done on the 2 hardest difficulties, Spectacular Mode and Ultimate Mode. So we start the game by figuring out that Harry is alive. Massive mindfuck, am I right? You didn't have to cut me off. All jokes aside, this game probably had one of the best intros I've seen out of any other game that I've ever played. First of all, let's talk about this fight with Sandman. This fight was legendary. It made me feel like PlayStation games just jumped from 0 to 100. I mean, just look at some of the scenes and my reactions to half of this gameplay. Damn! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh! Oh, come on, come back! We need that comeback, Spider-Man. Ooh! Weave! Woo! Quite literally what I said, bro. Hey, my web wing. Bro, this intro is lit. It has to be the best intro I played in a game. Like I said, this intro was just so good. And we actually defeated Sandman pretty easily by just using our spider arms and Miles's bioelectricity to overall take down Sandman. And this got us our first trophy of the game. After the Sandman mission and clearing up some of the city, we unlocked Suit, and for this we actually managed to get a trophy just for buying a new suit. Eventually Harry came to meet us and took us to Midtown High, and I had to show him that my name was secretly Peter Baller because I'd be making these shots. What do you think I have spider powers for? Who does Harry think he is?
I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
Damn it, you're in the office.
You understand, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Okay, gotta go.
I seriously cannot believe Insomniac rickrolled us with Harry of all people. Still was a good joke. Miles and Peter went to escort Scorpion out of the prison to make sure he didn't cause any trouble. But we got a surprise visitor of Martin Lee, and this triggered inside Miles a very deep pit of rage and hate, as the last time he saw Martin Lee, he saw his chicken and watermelon, and this triggered Miles. I mean, I don't know why he's so mad, or using new lightning powers. It's just chicken, Miles, you can get some more. We did eventually find Martin Lee in a prison cell underwater with the sinking ship, and we were gonna let him die. Unfortunately, the hunters saved him and then brought him out of the cell to the surface, where we got another chance to capture him, but unfortunately, due to the situation at hand, we had to save the people and let Martin Lee go to Kraven off. After all of that, we actually got to go ahead and visit the EMF that Harry and Peter were planning to start up and heal, quote unquote, the world. So it turns out Kraven's plan is to find someone who is his equal so they can take his life and continue the hunt. One of the people on this list was Black Cat. Oh yeah, you already know how it's gonna be. Unfortunately, this cat was pretty hard to catch, and we had to chase her all the way through New York, and then fucking...
Look, kid. Not that it's your business. My girlfriend's in Paris.
Why is she gonna have a girlfriend, man? I could have been your band, man. I could have been your man, Felicia. You could have got some of the 19 inches of... Man, this some bullshit. We go into the Mysterio, which is Mysterio, the reformed supervillain, who's now using his illusion tech to make people's wildest dreams come real. And Miles' dream was to go ahead and become a DJ. Peter Buller makes a return at Coney Island. So it turns out hunters came to Coney Island because they wanted to take Tombstone and see he could be an equal to Kraven. While doing this, we actually ran into a big problem with one of the roller coasters exploding, where we had to save a bunch of people, but we were near the brink of failure when it came to that. Then Harry pulled up with his symbiote, saving the day and ultimately saving the people on that ride. Quick trophy earned here for webbing people on the web line. With Harry getting his new symbiote powers, we teamed up and became the Spider Bros. That name needs so much work, I'll be serious. Eventually we did save Tombstone. We managed to barely escape this, well, I don't know what it is, but I think it's a forge. But yeah, this went bad and it could have went so much better. Sometime later in the game we figured out that Dr. Connors was missing, so we tracked him down to this abandoned zoo where Kraven and his hunters were all based, and we kind of got into a bad situation.
Always so busy. Come on, this is nothing. Remember in 5th grade when you... No, you gotta stay awake, buddy.
Wait.
No! What happened? Oh, this is good. How would you live? Get your boss needs better aim.
I mean, like, damn. At first I was sad because Peter died and it was such a heartfelt moment, but then this symbiote. Oh my god, did Insomniac cook? Like, damn. I've never felt so powerful and so cool at the same time, and I'm playing a video game. What kind of shit does that make sense? But then we got the trophy for unlocking the symbiote suit.
Whoa, I'm a spy. A spider spy.
We found Kraven using the symbiote suit, but then Kraven found our weakness, which was sounds, so he started blaring Travis Scott's music at bass boosted level, and it started to irritate Peter and make him weaker, because let's be honest, who wouldn't be weaker after hearing that bass boosted music?
I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Okay, before we get down to business, there's something I have to tell you. I'm fresh out of honey.
Yo, Peter, I don't really feel that's the best time. Okay, so I decided to take a break from the story after grinding it out so much and take out some of these arsenal bases. Now, these arsenal bases are actually called arsenal blinds, and you have to take out a total of 3 to unlock all the information of a hunter base, or one of Kraven's bases basically. There are 4 of these bases surrounding the city in 4 different districts. Now, each base required 3 arsenal blinds to take out, and then you would unlock the information about the base, which technically means I need to take out 12 arsenal blinds, and each of them have different skills and variety, for some just being as simple as taking out a bunch of hunters, or some using lasers and getting around that in a different sense. These hunter bases were really difficult actually, especially on spectacular mode, which meant I had to use more stealth instead of rage inducing symbiote, which I was kind of enjoying more, but I wanted to get this challenge done and I wanted to unlock more of these hunter bases so I can get more skills, so therefore I just sucked up my pride and did it a stealthy way. After taking out all of Kraven's bases, I got the Seek and Destroy trophy. Next on the list was to do photo ops. Now there were 23 of these photo op missions to do across New York, and each time I found a photo op I had to take a photo of that specific thing, send it to Robbie and get some XP, which would ultimately lead me to getting the trophy. Next trophy I got was literally for dying, yeah, splat. Next side mission I decided to do was get all 14 sand crystals so I could heal Marco's mind. At the start of the game you beat Sandman and his memory is shattered into 14 pieces. 14 pieces you have to find across New York. Now these crystals aren't hard to get, you just have to be Sandman's henchman, which like go down in 3 to 2 hits. Once you get 13 of the 14 sand crystals, you go into this sand mind or whatever. I kind of don't understand it. I think it's Sandman's subconscious where you have to get the last sand crystal. And when you piece them all together, you get this nice little statue of him and his daughter. Then you end up delivering this statue to his daughter on her doorstep, which is honestly one of the more sweeter moments of the game.
Who is it?
She's okay. Wish there was more I could do. Invitation rights.
Okay, so I switched it over to Miles because I wanted to knock out one of the other challenges on this map, which is to do the Prowler stashes. Now there were 10 of these across New York, and each one gave you a little bit of tech parts and a little information about what Miles and their dad's relationship was like. After finishing all the stashes, we figured out that Unc had a plan to go ahead and rob the place we lived at. We burst through the doors looking for Unc as we thought he was trying to rizz Miles' mum, and Miles is pretty angry about this because he doesn't want an incest baby.
Try this tech out.
Now the next side mission I decided to tackle was the Flame, which is a group of cultists who follow this one guy called Cletus, who is the Carnage in the comic books. Now, we take on these people and fight them in 4 different missions so far, with Yuri Watanabe from Spider-Man 1, who is now the Wraith and has a pretty bad haircut. I mean, she looks like a 10-year-old Chinese kid. Now in the latest mission, we end up going to an abandoned orphanage where Cletus is supposedly hiding out. And Wraith is meant to wait there for us, but she goes in ahead and starts pre-gaming. And when we get to there, we figure out that Wraith is literally on the verge of killing Cletus, but because of Spider-Man's goodwill, he decides to save him, and this leads to him getting away. And unfortunately, the last mission is locked away because we haven't progressed enough in the game to unlock it. So we have to continue this side mission later. Continuing on with the story, we decided to go after Dr. Connors, the lizard, so he could go ahead and help Harry put the symbiote suit back on him. But the problem with this is that Peter was slowly beginning to lose himself and start to push more people away, such as Miles. He was more focused on doing things by himself, which led to some pretty dumb decisions and caused a lot of chaos all over the city, one of them being all buildings being destroyed, innocent people getting hurt. And during this fight scene with the lizard, Peter was pretty much just chatting a bunch of shit to him that was really sad and depressing. Stuff that made me second guess that if this is the same Peter that we knew.
You're too weak to get control back, aren't you? I'm gonna punch you out myself. No wonder your family left you. You're not strong enough.
But eventually we defeated Dr. Connors and injected him with a serum. So long story short, Peter found out the symbiote was an alien, and when he attached himself to the meteor, he looked more crazier and veinier. I mean, that 19 inches of venom is really starting to show right now. But basically, in this sequence, we fell asleep as Peter because we were so beat from taking down the lizard, even though it was more of a breeze. The Hunters track us down to our house, and we play as MJ for this sequence. Now, there's a pretty cool reference here that I like they put in this game, was to the Spectacular Spider-Man, where the symbiote just gets up and kind of does its own thing. This is basically what happened. We were playing as MJ, running around taking hunters, trying to find Peter, but Peter wasn't really there. He was asleep, and the symbiote was taking over, and I thought this was generally one of the coolest sequences in all the game, because it just shows how comic book accurate the symbiote is.
MJ.
Oh yeah, Miles got captured, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know because I feel like I'm leaving him out a lot.
I wonder if Harry really needs the suit. I mean, if I keep it, the city's a better place. Everyone benefits. Everybody wins when Spider-Man's at his best, right? And Norman's a smart guy. I'm sure he'll figure out a different cure for Harry. Why don't you pop some more pills and say what you really feel?
Hey, don't.
I'm busting my ass out there trying to save you, and this is what I get?
I said don't.
I saw your story.
I tried to tell you about that.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
I can't lose this job.
Your job is to write the truth.
I did.
The truth is, I'm the hero here, not you.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, we can see Peter definitely is losing himself more to the symbiote and even quicker than we expected as he starts to take out his anger on everyone else and focus mainly on himself. We go ahead and visit Rio Morales and she seems to be very agitated about Miles' disappearance and she calls Peter for help. Peter goes ahead and disrespects Rio and Rio gives her that mum stare that is just, oh, it just means you're dead.
I'm calling the
I
hospital.
said I'd find him.
Okay, so it turns out Miles was taken back to Kraven's base of operations and it seems to be some kind of Rome gladiator fight thing where you would fight an opponent and see if you're worthy of fighting Kraven. And the opponent we got was Lee. And Miles literally was fighting inner demons. Kind of ironic there, right? He was fighting inner demons as he was seeing Lee for the first time in a while face to face, realizing that he has the opportunity to take his life. And this causes a massive fight to happen. Now, obviously, I was kicking Lee's ass here. I mean, like, he's not much of a hard villain and he was pretty easy to beat on these first 3 rounds. Then when I got to the 3rd round, I beat him, but he took me into his dimension where he used his demon powers on me to try and burrow into my mind and did things like this.
Stop.
Hey there, big man.
Now, unfortunately for Miles, this was basically just Lee messing with him in a pretty messed up way. But Miles, being the superhero that he is and being such a powerful character, managed to overcome all of his hatred for Lee and build that into inspiration, trying to be a better Spider-Man, which is probably one of the better moments of Miles' story in this game, as you see him overcome himself while Peter slowly loses himself. I like the parallel there. Miles just decided to free Martin Lee so we can get to Peter, and Peter ends up figuring out what Miles is. Now, for this segment of the video, I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to voice over, I'm just gonna let you guys watch, because if you haven't played this game before, this moment, I can't really talk over it. It's just too deep and too, like, good for me to actually do a stupid voiceover.
Wow. I'm assured that material is unbreakable. But I believe anything can be broken. You still hold back. Maybe you lack motivation. Now you're in for it.
I mean, wow. Just wow. Seeing Peter that crazy and that lost to the symbiote is sad, but also really cool. I mean, this might be probably one of the best interpretations of the symbiote I've seen. And I swear you Toby fans, if you tell me the Raimi symbiote is better than Insomniac, you are literally getting banned from our comments. Don't comment on my video. Just don't. Okay, don't. So we actually ended up taking out a Kraven here. Well, not exactly. Nearly killed him. Mouse came to save the day and stopped Peter from his fit of rage. The fight does a complete 180 and somehow Miles ends up fighting Spider-Man and we're playing as Miles. Honestly, this has to be one of the more real moments of the game because you end up hearing how Peter feels. Now there's a lot of arguments saying that he's just saying this, but really, if you think about it, the symbiote amplifies moments of your expression or feeling. So technically what Peter is saying is real. It's just he has repressed it for so long that we don't notice until we hear it from Miles' perspective.
It makes me a better Spider-Man. You just want it for yourself. All I want is to save you! I'm the hero! I don't get saved! Why are you doing this? I made you! You owe me! All I wanted was to save everyone! MJ! May! Now the city thinks that I'm the problem! You think I'm the problem? But I'm not anymore! I'm the solution.
We eventually return back to Oscorp with the symbiote to deliver it to Dr. Connors, but eventually we meet Harry and Harry is really missing Venom and kind of wants him back. But because of our experience with the symbiote, we tell Harry we can't give it back to him and he gets super angry and starts breaking the glass, which causes the symbiote to explode and for Harry to go ahead and get it back. Oh, look at my boy! The 19 inches of Venom! Ooh, I'm fast! What? And slam dunk! Oh, you guys are fucked up on your mama. Okay, oh shit! Oh, my man dead. No Minecraft. Yeah, who left standing, bro? Who left standing? No one. I'm Alright, this guy. Yo, back? Really, bro? Man, go get a job. Oh yeah, this shit easy, bro. I ain't even trying. What? Fight back. Fight back, yeah, that's what I thought. Fight back. Hey, don't block me. Fight back. Now with the introduction as Venom as a new antagonist, we had to deal with that threat immediately as the two Spider-Man. Venom's overall plan was to go ahead and infect the whole city with symbiotes so he can have one massive symbiote planet in a sense. New soundwave technology was developed which helped us beat the symbiotes and free the people from the hold on them. This eventually led to Harry escaping as Venom and we had to go ahead and find him and tell MJ was caught and we had to go ahead and save her. MJ! No, please, Venom, please, nah, bro, please. MJ, no! MJ! No! Sorry, Peter. I'm leaving you for Venom. He's much bigger than you ever were. Damn it, Peter! You couldn't stop those 19 inches of Venom! Get back, nigga!
We're going to fuck MJ.
Yeah, Scream was easy. I was definitely not getting folded here, 100%. Come on. Do I look like I'd get folded in a fight against someone who looks like her? Yeah, I was getting folded. I got another trophy for using Mouse's electrical powers a certain amount of times.
This is all my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shut up. I'm not crying, bro. You're crying. So, like, I've never seen this before, but yeah, Peter's anti-Venom somehow. I guess brave move, Insomniac. After getting the anti-Venom suit, we were on our way to Dr. Connor's underground lab in the sewers because Venom was there to retrieve the meteorites and restore his plan to heal the world. And, well, our Spidey sense was so shit that we couldn't actually stop Venom. Oh, shit. Nah, why didn't you tell me this was an open relationship, Venom? I thought I was the only one who gets your 19 in.
Try! That suit's not an alien, is it?
Man, that is the worst suit I've ever seen! Right here we got a trophy for using Miles' electrical powers 100 different times, and this trophy was called Evolved. Venom led us to a subway tunnel where apparently he was staying, camping out and deceiving his plan. While Miles was over there trying to save Haley and rizzing her up in the meantime while we were fighting for our lives. Miles, oh Miles. And then Venom basically came up and said, oh, you want to join us? But we were like, hell nah, and we figured out where the meteorite was. At this point in the game, we're in the final phases of the story, completing the last mission and finishing off Venom for good. The plan that MJ, Miles and Peter came up with was to go ahead and get Peter to distract Venom because Venom wants to heal the world with him, while Miles and MJ go ahead and get the meteorite, take it to the particle accelerator in the EMF, and destroy it for good. Oh shit, well, damn, I mean, like, wait, nah, where's the floor, bro? Nah!
Please, remember everything.
Nah, bro, I'm not fighting Venom in the air. This is Doctor Strange type shit, bro. This is Iron Man. Game of the year right here, bro. Can't even fight on the ground. Venom gave me the ability to fly, like, nah. Oh hell nah, Venom! I didn't know you were submissive. Nah, I can't lie. I'm the one who likes to be on top, not the other way around.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Okay. So this fight with Miles and Venom is so much more easier than one with Peter and Venom, which to me does not make sense. Like, why did they make the one with Peter and Venom so hard? Even though you have an anti-Venom suit, it should be easier because it's his weakness. It's easier with Venom and Miles. I didn't die once. With Peter, I died 4 times. 4. With Miles, I didn't die once. What?
Harry.
Pulse is weak. We gotta move.
What have you done? What have you done to him? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I saved the sea and I saved your son. Now come back. You wanna fight? Come back, bro. I'll bring them fists. Yeah, do something. Say something. Okay, so that was the story out of the way, which was the completion of part 1. Now we're moving on to the next phase of getting the platinum, which is part 2. Basically 100% everything that's left in the game, and that just basically means side missions, collectibles and other stuff like that. I started off with the flame mission because I didn't finish that before and I had the opportunity to finish it now, and I wanted to upgrade a bit of weapons alongside get this trophy. This mission wasn't that hard, honestly. It was more like the other hunter blinds or hunter bases, simple, just take out a bunch of guys. And then we go into an interesting character development and an interesting character introduction that I am very excited about in the DLC upcoming.
Who cares, right? A fancy suit that can make you big and strong is just another case of the unworthy trying to cheat death and play God. That's what I thought too. But when devils attack the city, like I prophesied, and Oscorp sent out some of this treatment for safekeeping. I knew it was meant or me.
That's what all this was for.
And when the Crimson Hour rolls over this earth, it shall bring truth, judgment, and carnage.
Next thing for me to do was to take on the hunter robots, or the flying vultures, whatever you want to call them. These were basically consisting of me going ahead and following the vultures in a wind tunnel that I would have to fly using my wingsuit. The more I stayed in this tunnel, the more download speed I would get, and I would have to dodge things like fires or other drones that were following along with this drone. Once we destroyed the drone, we got data on who or whatever this drone was tracking, and the more drones we did, the closer we got to understanding why Kraven was tracking these people.
Oh!
Damn, Kraven, this is your apartment?
Kraven?
It look nice as hell. What the hell?
They can't see me. It's a programmed recording with high-tech motion tracking.
Nah, I can't lie. Who has time for that? That's way too long for anyone to be doing. High-tech motion tracking. No, let's not start there. No, we're not doing that again.
Don't worry, brother. I will do what you could not.
My man's basically the imposter.
About this.
The next thing that was to do was to take out the symbiote nests. Now these symbiote nests actually weren't too difficult. What you'd have to do is go ahead and find them, and find this big red spiky bubbly thing that was basically a hive mind. You would put this bomb that calibrates sound waves that would destroy the symbiote nests, and you would have to take out all these symbiotes within a time limit of usually 1 minute and 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Now sometimes there'll be 1 and sometimes there'll be 2 to take out, which means you would have to protect both of them at the same time, or usually 1. With Miles's bioelectricity powers, it was honestly not even that hard because of how quick they recharge, how quick his super recharges. These were a breeze. I didn't have any trouble fighting these at all. Okay, so the next one to do was the Mysterio missions. And these missions, which is basically involve me going into a Mysterium, freeing the person trapped inside, and kind of going about my business every single Mysterium throughout the whole of New York, Brooklyn, and Queens. Now, I can't lie, these are basically just like the Taskmaster challenges from Spider-Man 1, but just with Mysterio. You gotta do stuff like get finishers, hit combos, kill this amount of enemies in this time, kill this amount of enemies in that time. I actually did get a trophy though for hitting level 60 and for actually getting all suit tech unlocked. And I hit another trophy, but I don't know what this one was, so I think it was just for using my bioelectricity powers. Anyways, we did get onto the fight with Mysterio, and it turns out it's not even Mysterio. It's these two women who want to use Mysterio to rob rich people, which I don't know how you were planning on doing that. But anyways, we had to take them down, and Mysterio gives us a nice little quote before we get our trophy.
Mysterio will always be a villain, just as Spider-Man will always be a hero. It's when you start looking at the people behind the masks that things get messy.
Next thing to do was these EMF research stations, which were basically the research station from Spider-Man 1, but basically like a reskin. And what we had to do for these ones was we had to help out the doctors or scientists or whatever you want to call them, and go around to these little tablets, tables, I don't know what they're called, and basically complete these missions. There was stuff to do like beam missions and go ahead and plant some stuff, use some air turbines, and basically all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of losing what I'm gonna say because these weren't that amazing. I'm joking, they were pretty good.
Got a little something for you. We're in good health. Look at
Nah, bruv, nah. What the fuck is... Harry, you left me this? You saw my suit and you honestly thought this was a good idea. Now actually, yeah, what the actual... Next was a classic typical Spider-Man side mission where we would actually have to go ahead and investigate the robbery on the music shop that Miles' mum, Maria Morales, is trying to open. And then we figure out that the person who actually ended up robbing the shop was the guy who actually, well, funded the whole operation. So he funded the shop and at the same time he's robbing it. What's the point of that, bruv? Like, you basically just wasted your time. And get this, he thought he was entitled to have it because his dad started the careers of those legendary black people who are musicians. This is crazy, bro. One of the trophies in the game to acquire was to buy every single suit in the game, so I was purchasing every single suit and suit style for Peter and Miles, but unfortunately I didn't have enough resources, so I couldn't purchase every single suit, so I have to come back to this later.
Million. Oh, maybe you should call yourself the Great Electric Spider.
Just... bruv, like... Why the fuck would I call myself that? Are you fucking stupid? No, okay, yeah, I'm not calling myself the Great Electric Spider, but you know, I'm basically, we had these Brooklyn Vision missions where we would go around as Miles helping around the people of Brooklyn Vision. We were doing stupid stuff like helping a person with their assignment. I'm Spider-Man. Why am I helping someone fly a drone? That's your job. You go to school, right? You do the assignments. And these assignments, most of them were funny and some of them were just dumb. The drone one really got on my nerves because I'm helping you do your work. I'm Spider-Man. This is not what you call Spider-Man for. Next thing to do was to tackle some friendly neighborhood Spider-Man missions. There are around 5 or 6 of these in total, but I decided to show you around 4 of them just because we want to speed things up a bit. I mean, it's already at the 37-minute marker. We need to go ahead and push that up. Okay, so let's start with Haley's mission. Haley's mission to me was probably one of the more interesting side missions Insomniac opted for, because not only are you playing as Haley, but you're playing from her perspective. Haley's a deaf character, she needs a hearing aid to even be able to navigate around the world. And the best thing about this mission is you don't go ahead and do anything spidery, you just act like a normal human being, which is the whole reason why I love this game. It doesn't distinctly put you in a perspective of superhuman strength, so you have to only fight super and big bad villains, but it just shows you that, you know, just because you have Spider-Man in this universe, it doesn't mean you can't have any human elements, which I love. Next mission to play was the Lost Grandpa. Now you can play this from either Peter's or Miles' perspective, but I decided to play this from Miles, and basically you go around the park trying to find this grandpa, and when eventually you do find him, it's a heartwarming story about him talking about love and how he's always found this woman of his life to be the most amazing person. And to be honest, it doesn't even matter which Spider-Man you're playing with, both of them have experienced love to an extent that they can't usually navigate around because of their superhero powers. So for Miles or Peter to sit down and just listen to this lost grandpa talk about the love of his life and how he's visiting her favorite point in the park was honestly a more beautiful moment. And again, it just shows you don't need to be big bad Spider-Man fighting crime. You can just sit down and listen to a story as you wait for a daughter to go ahead and come back to her grandpa.
I couldn't see straight. We left the zoo and just kept walking. Ended up here. She... if you saw her, man, just perfect. But clumsy. Nearly fell into that pond there. Face first.
Okay, so the next one is really hits home. Anyone who's played Spider-Man 1 or Miles Morales when they came out, you're pretty familiar with the character Howard, as he's the homeless man who takes care of the pigeons. And I decided to play this one as Peter, and I mean, damn, is it sad. Howard basically just wants you to take his pigeons to a new spot, so we eventually find one right next to Queens where Peter lives, and when we come back, Howard's dead. This character has somehow had more of an empathetic feeling in me than any other character that I've dealt with. I don't know, it's just he was a character who was optional to play with, but he didn't ever really feel like an option. You know, most of the community loved Howard, and to see him go in such a peaceful way is kind of relieving, but also disheartening.
He's finally on that adventure with his wife.
Yeah, and we got a trophy for this. Okay, this mission was just funny. I don't know, there's just something hilarious about young Peter Parker running around New York, screaming he's a New Yorker and telling everyone to get out of his way, and learning that from Jonah of all people. This mission was just fun. I honestly have no complaints about it, and I enjoy this one a lot, and I'm glad it's the last mission I played, because it brought a smile on my face. Yeah, we're still not there. We have a lot more suits to buy. Why is it so damn expensive? Like, fuck. Okay, so the last collectible to actually do was to get every single Spider-Bot in the game. And I haven't collected any of these so far, but to be honest, these weren't even hard. What you had to do was go ahead, find a Spider-Bot, and these are really easy to look, especially if you have a lot of upgrades. I don't know which upgrade it is, but there's one that actually allows you to see Spider-Bots on the map if you're close to it. So all I had to do was follow that, and this led me to getting 100% on my districts and unlocking this mission, secret mission, for when you get all the Spider-Bots.
Yankee, you seeing this? Bro, what the hell is happening?
Look at this, a spider hero. We're all saved.
Bro, who the fuck are you?
Take those off your hands.
Nah, bro. That took me a good 45 minutes of grinding. You gonna rip that away from me? Man, fuck you.
Comes looking for these. Tell him finders keepers.
Wait, who's Miguel?
Wait a second. I am Miguel! After that, I managed to get every single suit in the game, which eventually got me the trophy kitted out, and this honestly was the last thing I had to do. Okay, now that part 2 is done and I'm officially 100% of the game, there was only some things left to do, which were all miscellaneous trophies. I'm not going to get into them. If you really want to know what these trophies are, it's just basically the stuff like going to Astoria, the one of the districts, to another district, doing a home run, going ahead and doing tricks in a single swing, and stuff like that. When I did complete these trophies, I only had to do 2 things left, which I left the one trophy for last because this trophy is the one I wanted to get the platinum with, and the other trophy was just to do the game all over again on New Game Plus. New Game Plus was hard, but it wasn't anything impossible. And then we only had one trophy left to do, which was pay our respects to Aunt May. Now, before I go ahead and end this video on Aunt May, because I don't want to speak over that, I just want to say I've had an amazing time playing this game, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the 40+ minutes of watching me. And if you have stayed all the way to the end, drop a subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment and let me know what I can do better in the next video. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.
Back with a vengeance.